As a classroom teacher, I've seen firsthand how discipline problems affect academic progress. I've ended school years wishing that my students could have learned more. I've struggled with the fact of knowing that our school has lost control of its students and our teachers are struggling with classroom management. Last year, there were 273 office referrals, 145 in-school suspensions, and 57 out-of-school suspensions. According to PBIS.org, it takes 15 minutes to process a referral and 20 minutes of out-of-class time for the student. What that means, instructional time loss is 4,095 minutes, 159.25 hours, or 20 days. And so I wondered, what would happen if teachers were given all the tools and resources to manage behavior with an increased level of support? And so began my action research project of placing a positive behavior intervention and support model in my school while using technology to support the teachers. In preparing for my AR project, I conducted a review of literature to support the need for placing a PBIS model into my school. I explored the areas of behavior modification, positive social interaction, and teaching with technology. In the area of behavior modification, I found that schools play a crucial role in the socialization of children by facilitating opportunities to model and reinforce positive behavior. In life, skills are usually taught to children, but for some reason, when it comes to behavior, we punish them. For this reason, the next area I explored was positive social interaction, with a focus on teachers and clarifying their roles in impacting positive behavior. The research states that teaching positive behavior and rewarding students for following them is more positive than waiting for misbehavior to occur. The third area is teaching with technology. I found that teaching with technology can focus on the needs of the student, and using multimedia can keep students engaged and enhance their understanding of content. Finally, the literature defines PBIS as a broad range of systematic and individualized strategies for achieving important social and learning outcomes while preventing problem behavior. I now have the literature to support my project, so next it was time to design and develop my research. Over the summer months, I was able to train and personalize the PBIS model for my school. I, along with my critical friends, developed the behavioral expectation matrix and created signage, lesson plans, flowcharts, and a school-wide currency in order to implement the program in the fall. During Cycle 1, I conducted a survey with a Web 2.0 tool called SurveyMonkey to assess prior knowledge and the buy-in of the teachers. A training PowerPoint was created and presented to introduce and train the PBIS model to the teachers. We even sought out donations to stock and open the PBIS store in order to reward students for exhibiting positive behavior. Now that the PBIS model is in place, Cycle 2 focused on introducing technologies to support and enhance teachers with their PBIS instruction due to the findings and concerns noted in Cycle 1. The first concern noted was the time it took to track points for student behavior. So I created a spreadsheet in Google Docs that could be updated in real time for teachers to record and retrieve data in one place. Another concern noted in Cycle 1 was the fact that the teachers felt like they were on their own stranded island with no support from each other. So I created a PBIS wiki with step-by-step tutorials to create a social platform for networking and sharing best practices. Another concern that was noted through observation was that teachers were not using positive and motivating words to communicate to the students. So I developed a video on the power of words to encourage them to interact with students in a more positive way. Towards the end of Cycle 2, I learned of an LMS called Schoology that could be used to teach positive behavior online. Some features of the PBIS LMS are that students can learn at their own pace with videos, presentations, and lectures. They can post blogs and assess their skills with quizzes and tests housed in the system. Teachers can also use the system to log and track student behavior daily, and it is set up in a user-friendly style that is familiar to students who have been introduced to social networking sites such as Facebook. I wasn't able to go live with my Schoology PBIS LMS due to time constraints. However, I was able to pitch the idea to the staff and administration, and they are excited about the opportunity of using it in the future. As I closed my AR project, I took reflections from the teachers to get feedback on how the project impacted the overall school environment. It was stated that the PBIS model is a great concept for behavior modification by teaching desired behaviors and rewarding positive experiences. The motivational video that addressed positive words inspired teachers to be thoughtful when speaking and interacting with students. The tools that were created to support teachers were good and had the potential to increase efficiency once teachers become familiar with using such technologies. These reflections correlate with the knowledge I gained through my review of the literature, and I'm excited about taking the PBIS model to the next level of 21st century learning, and I have even more ideas to spark the engagement of students through technology. I'm hoping that this game can help students with their skills.